Harmonious frequencies in the body restore health. Aha Halo, guarding body and mind with natural healing energy. Aha Halo is wireless and portable. Change the programs anytime, anywhere, for immediate results. Aha, healing made simple.
Greetings, everyone. I am very excited and honored today to be in conversation with John White. Thank you for being here, John. Let me give a brief bio before we dive into today's topic. John White is a visionary inventor, engineer, and researcher in the field of frequency-based and scalar energy healing. Originally from New Zealand and now based in Nanjing, China, he has a professional background in electrical engineering, physics, and computer science. John is the founder of Spooky2, a globally recognized platform for RIFE and frequency healing technologies, which he launched in 2013 to make affordable, non-invasive health solutions accessible to everyone. His passion for energy medicine and quantum science has led him to develop over 20 wellness devices that integrate cutting edge technology with ancient healing principles. With more than 20 years of deep exploration into bioenergetics, scalar waves, and frequency healing, John continues to lead the way in the future of energy based wellness. He is also the founder of AHA Harmony and the creator of AHA Halo, a wearable scalar energy device. And in fact, that's the topic for today. So I really welcome you, John.
Well, it's wonderful to be talking to you. We haven't talked really at all, have we, before now? So the pleasure's all mine.
So, John, I'll quickly dive into the questions. John, can you explain what scalar energy actually is in simple terms and why the world should start paying attention to it more than ever now? What is scalar energy in basic terms?
In basic terms, scalar energy is a means of communication between things which can be distant, apart. It's an information field. Consider this: when you're developing in your mother's womb, and you've got cells which are quite distant apart, somehow they have got to communicate with each other. And they're not doing it through magnetism or electric fields. They're doing it through scalar fields. And really the proof is in the DNA, because DNA is a twisted double helix, which is an ideal scalar receiver antennae.
Yeah.
And so it's just a way of communicating, putting information out there, which is very efficient and is easily used by the human body.
So, John, my next question is, you have spent over 20 years working with scalar energy. What was the aha moment that led to the creation of this new device, AHA Hello?
Truth be known, a device using TENS pads. It was going to be portable, but it was just going to use the regular means of contact pads being on your body and sending the signals through you that way. But the aha moment was when I had an idea. Maybe I can create a scalar field. I was thinking, no, don't be silly. It's going to be too difficult. But then I thought, well, I really owe myself to try. So I went through the engineering stages of designing the antennae, and testing it using the microgen generator as the driver. And the aha moment was really like, wow, this is absolutely amazing. Where now the floodgates are open. We don't have to have wires secretly hidden through clothing.
Yeah.
To have a truly portable treatment device. You can have it just carrying around in a pocket, so it's wireless. and incredibly. I tell you how good it is. It's so good that me, the designer, struggled to find one for demonstrating in interviews like the one we're having now. And this is the one which I've had to promise I will return to the person. I don't even have my own one at the moment. I had one a week ago, but someone wanted to use it, so they use it, and then wow, this is good. This is better than sliced bread. They're gonna keep it. So of course I'm now down one. We're desperately trying to make them as fast as we can so that we can meet the demand. But a lot of people have come to realize that, hey, this is actually something totally different to what they've experienced in the past. So the aha moment was when I had the, I don't know, I was gifted an idea by the universe, I suppose.
Oh,
That would be the
that's great.
aha moment. And then, of course, nothing comes without hard work. So I had to
Yes,
make it a
yes,
reality. But that was the aha moment, like just maybe, just maybe.
yes.
And I guess, you've got to have an open mind and try things. Well, this
Yeah,
this really blew my socks off.
that's great. John, my next question is, how do you satisfy the critics who call the scalar energy is a pseudoscience? How do you answer?
Yeah. Well, we were expecting some people to say this. We haven't actually had much, actually, because the people that buy it are making a lot of positive noises. But we have got one programmer in the software called Water Charger, which we created pretty much to prove that something is happening, some magic is happening.
Hmm.
And of course, um, the idea is you select this water charger program and you have a glass of water just next to the Aha Halo.
Hmm.
And then after, 18 minutes is drink the water and you compare it to another glass which can be distant from this other glass and compare the two. And you'll definitely detect the sweetness that
Taste.
comes through.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, John, I'll go to the next question. The AHA Hello creates a 3 foot scalar field around the body. What happens
Yes.
inside this field and how does it interact with our cells or an energy systems?
Well, magic happens within that 3 foot sphere. It's actually larger than 3 feet, but it's a case of diminishing returns. But certainly within the 3 feet or 1 meter radius, EMFs that are in the environment, which is like everywhere, become coherent as they pass through the field. A bit like how refraction changes the direction of light and even disperses it into a lovely rainbow and then it exits the same way. And so it makes EMFs less harmful to your body. It doesn't block them. That's one effect. The other effect is that information can be sent through the field very easily. So you select any program and the information of those frequencies is within the field.
Okay, thanks. Yes. So there are nearly 100 frequency programs inbuilt into the Hello. Can you share 2 or 3 of your choice or any recommended set of programs? John White's go-to programs?
Yes, well, really, the most pronounced one. Well, they're all pretty good, but one program that we run quite often is the sleep program.
See,
As you can imagine, I've got ideas bubbling in my head and plans and everything, and sometimes these thoughts can disturb my sleep. But
true.
we've got an awful lot of. We've got 3 sleep programs which
Okay.
are designed to help induce sleeping. And they're very good, extremely good.
Okay.
Uh, so every time we run it, we find that we get a decent night's sleep. There's sleep 1, sleep 2, sleep 3. Sleep 2 we use quite a lot. Sometimes you think, well, sleep 2 didn't give such a good result, so we change it to sleep 3 for a little while, then go back to sleep 2. It's really remarkable. Like in my dreams, I don't have emotional dreams. I have I guess it's my nature, but they're things. They have something happening. They're abstract. They're not abstract. But I was getting the dreams of my wife while I was extremely emotional for the first time ever in my life, and I thought, this is strange. Things. It was very interesting. Now,
Wow.
another thing of all the categories that are within the program collection, there's one of my favorite is the comfort one. I'm trying to find it now. Comfort. Now, comfort, every program in comfort is extremely good. Now, rather than me telling you how wonderful it is, I'll read out what one person says with regards to the tooth and gum discomfort. Now, I'm going to have to just find it. Okay. Okay. This is a quote from a user. Aha Halo real experience. How I used frequency therapy to relieve toothache in 5 minutes. As a health enthusiast who has been paying attention to natural therapy for a long time, I recently discovered a revolutionary device that changed the way I manage my health. Aha Halo. And today I want to share a real use case, how to use it to quickly solve the toothache problem that bothered me. He's actually written it quite well. He puts it like this, why did I choose frequency therapy? And he says, well, I assume it's a he, but I may be wrong. As I get older, I am more and more aware of the limitations of traditional healthcare methods. The herbal therapy that I relied on for 50 years, it's a little clue to their age, I guess, began to fail in front of certain health problems. And this prompted me to start studying energy medicine and frequency therapy, a technology that promotes the body's self-healing through specific frequencies. And after trying several scalar energy products, Aha Halo stood out for its portability and affordable price. It is only the size of a palm, but it can provide healing frequencies similar to large devices. And here he comes into the toothache side. Sudden toothache, my Aha Halo first aid test. A few days ago, I suddenly encountered severe gum swelling and pain. In the past, I either endured it or took painkillers. And he writes in brackets, I'm actually very resistant to drugs. This time, I decided to try Aha Halo's exclusive program. He actually tried the rapid pain relief. I immediately started the gum and tooth discomfort program. First use, after 5 minutes, the pain was significantly reduced. Second use, after 10 minutes, the pain was completely gone. And third use, it took only 5 minutes to see the effect. And step number 2, root conditioning. After the pain was relieved, I switched to the tooth and gum wellness program, which is not a simple pain relief, but helps improve the health of gum tissue. And he summarizes it like this. He's a very good writer. He writes better than I could. Why did I surprise myself with this result? Amazing speed. It works faster than taking medicine and has no side effects. Dual effect. Instant pain relief and long-term conditioning. And completely natural. No chemicals are required. And he says, finally, easy to use, one-click start, no professional knowledge required.
Yes.
So that was quite a neat little snippet. Penny just threw this at me before this interview because I'm so busy with the development, I don't really get involved with these testimonies. But she found this one on the forum. I think she got it from the forum. It might have been from Facebook, and gave it to me so I could give you a third-person example of how they used it.
Yes. I'll go to my next question, John. So, do you believe that scalar energy influences the emotional states and enhances the meditation and sleep?
Absolutely, without question. In fact, that's one of the very strengths of the scalar field. It doesn't just do physical. It also does spiritual and assists in reaching spiritual depths. If you're meditating, you can use many different programs, I'll just fire up the software again, because we've got a category for physical well-being, which is the things which are the physical parts of your body. There's also a spiritual well-being, which everything is beautiful, everything is good there. But for meditating, I'd suggest something like mindfulness meditation or the 7 chakras to help you meditate, help you get into the meditative state, which is hopefully going to bring you towards enlightenment. So absolutely, we've got in the spiritual well-being programs such as forgiveness, good luck, gratitude, love. In fact, good luck. There was something which was also sent to me. I'll just have a read. Okay, here we go. Christina. Well, she posted it on Facebook. And she gave her full name. So it's Christina Randall. And none of these people are staff or anything. We don't pay them. She writes, I have a testimonial that is hard to believe. I received my Aha Halo today, a day earlier than expected. And as soon as DHL dropped it off, I unpacked it, loaded the 30 programs of my choice, and decided to pick the negative energy one. Put it in my pocket and forgot about it. I picked that one because specifically I have been in a very contentious negotiation for over a year with someone who was extremely negative and who happens to live 6,000 kilometers away from me. I wasn't expecting much because, well, it's been so long and this person is so miserable. Gosh, we all know people like that, don't we? In fact, it's probably a blessing that they live 6,000 kilometers away. But anyway, I digress. Today, we were able to agree on a deal after 13 months. Wow. Coincidence? I am amazed. This little device hasn't even been home for 12 hours and is possibly already delivering miracles.
Wow. That's great.
It's fantastic
testimonial.
Cool. I know. And there's another one that's come in. I think this is the last one that Penny gave me. It's actually a physical one. Brad Pierce, another Aha testimonial. I know someone who has had a very enlarged prostate for many years and they still have much issues with it. They have tried a lot of different therapies and techniques, and in one time running the prostate program, which is 1.5 hours, he felt about a 10% relief. After running it 1.5 hours a second time, he felt about a 60% relief. That's quite incredible. That's a pass, isn't it? Because it's after the half pass.
It is.
It's a passing rate. If I get 60% in the subject, it means I've passed.
Yes.
I've now charged one of the imprint sheets with the program to keep with him to see how long the residual effects can last. Needless to say, he was a little skeptic when I first showed him the Aha, but he is extremely impressed that it has given him more relief than anything else he has tried. And the last, I think he's saving up, LOL. Well, again, this is the problem. It's like we've created a monster.
Yeah.
Everyone wants one. We had no idea what the demand was going to be like. So yeah, it's and even I don't have one yet. Crazy, I know.
Come on.
But I really, well, I've got the one I have is just it's an experimental one, so it's got things tacked in and glued together and taped together. So it's not one you want to be showing off.
I'll go to the next question. With wearable tech blooming, how is Aha Hello different from biohacking gadgets like EMF blockers, PEMF devices, or red light therapy?
Yes. Well, I've got to be very careful here because I don't want to compare our device with others. So to sort of circumnavigate that, what I can say is that it uses a new type of technology, one which is blowing everyone away with how effective it is, just how personal and portable it is. Have you ever made something? You say that you're also an engineer. Have you ever made something which you just love it so much it becomes a part of you? You just carry it around and you want to show everyone. And
Yes.
well, this is what
Yes.
this is for us. Like it really is the best thing that we have designed so far.
Yes. Wow.
Um, so I think I've managed to answer the question without comparing. As an
Mm.
engineer, I can mention shortcomings of other devices, but it's not healthy.
Yeah.
And what I've learned in my old age is that it's better to be positive and everything flows from there.
Yes.
Sure, people can try other devices. In fact, it's probably good to try other devices because then you can
True.
really appreciate the difference that this is.
True. True. So that's a really a positive note from you, and I would really like to stress here that it's not about competition in this field. It is about value, delivering value, and that is what Spooky 2 is all about. That is what Aha Harmony is all about. That is why people love you. People love Spooky 2, the entire team so much. That's that's set you apart actually. So glad.
we we are very, very focused on our goals, and our goals are people like yourself and others,
Yes.
the people that use Spooky Too. That's where our
Yes.
focus is, nothing else. It's nice and
Yes.
simple. And when things are simple, then they work out.
So my next question would be, John, Spooky to Scalar versus Aha Hello. Which one
Oh.
would you recommend and why? And there is a little another question which comes up in everyone's mind, about the EMF issue. Like I keep seeing Spooky to Scalar, people are measuring the EMF fields. So is that a concern for anyone using it for the first time or anything like that? That would be great to know from you.
On the Spooky Truth scalar, people are measuring the scalar field. Okay. The first part of your question, um, Spooky scalar is very different from a halo. Uh, for starters, you wouldn't want to carry around the two big boxes of Spooky scalar with the link cable between them, which create the scalar field. Spooky scalar is a dual antennae scalar device, whereas this is a single antenna. With the Spooky 2 scalar, you can transfer information from one place to another. So I guess if you have a room full of people, you'd want to maybe be a little bit cautious of information going from one to the other because it's flowing.
Right.
Whereas this is a purely static field. And so it's no transfer of information, if you like, from one person to another. Also, this one, you can't connect a generator onto it. But on
Okay.
the positive side, this has got its generator built into it. In fact, it's got now we're comparing with Spooky. This has actually got more brains in it than Generator X. Funnily
Oh,
enough,
is it?
I know. That's our top of the line frequency generator that can go up to 40 megahertz with 8 decimal place resolution. 8 decimal place resolution, which no one else can achieve. But this one's got enough smarts in it and it needed it.
Yeah.
We needed to make it so that it was smart enough to work the way we wanted it to work. I can talk about some specifications. It's got the same accuracy as Generator X, which means even in the megahertz range, it can go to 8 decimal places.
Oh my God.
Each of the 30 programs that it stores in here can be 10,000 frequencies long.
Ah,
10,000 frequencies long. It's like limitless, effectively.
yes, it is.
Um, and all sorts of things. You know, it's a lot of goodies, but it's nice and simple and so easy that you don't need to burden yourself with the technical side.
Yeah.
What people don't want to know how something is done necessarily. What's more important is it does it. It does the job. And
Yeah.
on our side, to ensure that something does the job, you've got to make it so that it's got the correct design. And so this is what we did. We made the very, very best portable scalar device that we could
Beautiful.
possibly make. Maybe 10 years from now, I'm still holding this up and says, we have been unable to improve on this. You know, this is
My
this
good
is
wishes.
this is really
Says the best.
it's worth its weight in gold.
Yes. So my last question would be, John, where do you see the future of scalar energy heading in the next 5 years from now? And is Aha Hello just the beginning of something much bigger?
I'll state that we do not have plans to make one of these version 2 for a long time. We are more than happy with this. But yes, this will be the youngest sibling of scalar transmitters. There will be more, and there will be something much bigger. But this is the only portable scalar device that we will be making for the foreseeable future. And certainly
Very
within 5
nice.
years, I don't think there'll be any change. I mean, this is wow. This is
Aha.
aha. This is amazing. Well, normally when you create a product, and we've been in the industry for a long time.
Yeah.
Normally we get the naysayers saying, "Oh, but this, but that," and they've tried it, it doesn't work, and whatever. We haven't had one for this. It's like people expecting to say something negative, and then they don't.
They don't. That's so good. So good to hear. That's so good to hear. Thank you, John, for your time and being on the show. It really means a lot to me. You know how much Spooky 2 means to me and to everyone actually. And to all the viewers of this video, you can also check out the discount code in the description section, and you can place your order, pre-order in fact, for the Aha Hello. And it's a wonderful device. Everyone should have it, and I would strongly recommend you all to buy it and give it a try. Thank you so
Yeah,
much, John.
you're very welcome, and thank you for inviting me onto your show.